Thank you for that warm introduction. Okay. Toastmasters told me that I have to give this speech. It's a pathway speech, and it has to be presented in a certain manner. I don't really care if you like this speech or not, because Toastmasters told me to give this speech. So I'm fulfilling Toastmasters pathways requirement, so please sit there, don't walk out of the room. I was just joking. Everybody knows that I'm a kind person. You know, I'll drink to that is a special club. It means a great deal to me. I want you people to like me, because it's really important that I be accepted by you and that we have a special relationship. Toastmasters is really important to me. I make a lot of friends here, and it's really important that you accept me and I feel comfortable with you, because you're all special to me. And I just feel, if you don't like me, then it hurts. Well, let's analyze this. Let's think about this. Toastmasters is an organization that's been around for, I don't know how many years, 1,000 years, as far as I know. I was an original member. The point is that when you analyze why you're a member of Toastmasters, you have to think about the various things. First of all, you're making a commitment. Once you make a commitment, then you have certain things that you're supposed to fulfill and you're supposed to do. If you have an analytical mind, you think about all these various responsibilities before you take that Toastmasters pledge. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. Before you think I've gone insane, my speech has to do with communication styles. And what I did was I demonstrated 4 communication styles that Toastmasters International had put into the Pathway Project. Now, I don't agree with what Toastmasters International calls communication style, because I took their in-depth tests of 12 questions, and it absolutely meant nothing to me, because all my answers were pretty well balanced in all the areas. Now, I demonstrated 4 areas or 4 communication styles. First one was direct. The direct style is decisive, competitive, independent, and confident. And because the person with the direct communication style is focused, result-oriented, and ambitious, goal-oriented, and driven, that's a certain style. The next one is, they call it initiating. This person is social, energetic. They like to tell you jokes. They want to be a part of the group. They want you to like them. Then the next style is supportive. This style is about people who need Toastmasters more than Toastmasters needs them. And what I mean by that is that they just want to be accepted. They want to be a part of the group. And it's really important that they receive your positive feedback, because if you don't give them positive feedback, they don't stay around a long time. And the last communication style is analytical. Analytical people, what they do is they look at facts. They don't necessarily look at the minutiae that's out here. They want numbers. And the numbers that they want, or they want to know how a particular statistic affects it. And what they try to do is they try to work with you. They don't necessarily overwhelm you with their statistics. They try to be very supportive, but at the same time, they let you know that they're a part of the group. If you deal with direct people, they tell you what they want, and then if you don't like it, that's okay, because they don't really need you to say that's good. The initiating people, they need your support. They use smiles and tell you little warm stories about their life and everything, so that you'll like them. The supportive people, they just need you, period. Analytical, they they're very bright, they're very articulate. They simply want to control you through the use of statistical means. Now, not that I'm talking about any, but in our Toastmaster family, Michael. The point is that I'm supposed to somehow tell you what my style is. I already told you that on the basis of the 12 questions they asked me, my style is a little bit of all these. And all these styles are important to me. First of all, I don't believe that if you're going to be an effective communicator, that you could only have one of these styles. I believe if you're going to be an effective communicator, that you need to practice all these styles no matter what group you're in. Because your environment, the type of work you have, the relationships you have, all these affect your communication style. For instance, when I started off, I was a probation supervisor. I told people what to do. They didn't want to do it. I didn't really care. But as I matured, I eventually became a community liaison officer, and I suddenly realized that people didn't like being told what to do. And I instantly lost my popularity. So eventually I realized that I had to change my style to be more effective in doing my job. And then I made the mistake of joining Toastmasters. Next thing I know is I had to become social. And becoming social, that changed my life as well. So all these factors came into play. So when Toastmasters says you have to come up with a particular communication style that you want to use, I don't agree with that. Second of all, I don't agree with Toastmasters that there's only 4 communication styles, because the other research I did, because I was a little analytical, I went and read that there are other organizations, other groups, other experts in the field of communication say there are a lot more than 4. There's about 6, 8. There's as many as you can come up with. So each of these things have to be taken in consideration. I don't believe that what style you have can't change the minute you make up your mind to change it. You simply have to do it. If you're going to be an effective communicator, then you have to change your style to meet what your audience meet the expectation of the group that you're dealing with, or else you're not effective. And if you're not effective, you have no value, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you very much.